Hi my lovelies, how are you doing today? I said I was going to be cooking Thai green curry for my supper tonight. So I thought I'd take on a bit of a challenge actually, because I've never made this dish from scratch before, but I'm going to make it here for you. It's not very difficult and it doesn't actually take very long. So let me tell you what I'm going to do first. What I'm going to do first is make the Thai green curry paste. So let me tell you about the ingredients. You need some of these, which is fresh lemongrass. Next ingredient is spring onions. The next ingredient is green chilies, and these green chilies aren't that hot. Some stem ginger, some garlic, some fresh coriander or cilantro, I think this is called in other parts of the world, and some Kaffer lime leaves, and finally some coconut oil. So I'm going to start preparing this now, and I'm going to be using my Ninja blender to make it into a paste. So let's get started. I'm so excited. I'm so excited. So I'm going to re-angle my camera so that you can see what I am doing. See if I can get this right. There, I've got all my ingredients. I've tried to be really organised and get them prepared. So starting with this. So I'm doubling up on my recipe, but I failed to buy 4 of these. Really, I need 4 of these, but I'm going to put the recipe for you for the actual half the recipe, because I'm going to make a big one because I love it lots, so I'm going to have it lots. So get my sharp knife. Can you see what I'm doing? Yeah, so I'm going to cut the bottoms off these. They're very hard, so be careful not to hurt yourself. And I think you have to take the outside leaf off. So that is what I am going to do. It's a bit tricky. Got it off. I'm going to rough chop these and just take the cut ends off because they'll be a bit dry. And I'm going to put all these ingredients in my food processor. So I'm just going to rough chop these. There we go, and in they go. As I said, there should be a few more for the quantity I'm doing, but dinny waddy. Next are my spring onions. That always makes me sad when I do these because pigs don't like onions or anything from the onion family, so they have to go in the compost bin. But they can't go on the compost because they're not very good for compost. Okay, so I am just going to rough chop these and put them in here too. Whoops, missed. And chop those, put them in there. And I'm going to get rid of these raggy ends. These are actually quite fresh. And all of these ingredients I bought from my local supermarket today. I bought these all from Sainsbury's, which is one local to me. Stick those in there. So we have our spring onions in. Right, so chilies. I like hot chili, but my husband doesn't. So I'm going to take some of the seeds out of, I think I can take the seeds out of 3 and put the seeds of 1 in there. Otherwise he won't be able to eat it, and that wouldn't be very nice. But if it was me, I'd have all the seeds in. But these are quite mild. They're kind of like got 2 chilies on the Richter scale. So that's the Richter scale. So it's 2 chilies, so not too hot. So green chilies is what's required. I'm just going to cut the ends off these. So this one is going to go all in. Okay, and these ones I'm going to de-seed, so I'm just going to cut them in the middle. I'm just going to pull the seeds out with my hand. Must remember not to touch my eyes after I've done this, because I have done that a few times before. Not the most pleasant of experiences. I do like chili, but not in my eye. So be interesting to see how long this actually does take, because it seems to be quite simple, especially when you have a blender that just takes all the hard work out of it for you. So there we go. I'm not going to be too over the top about the seeds because I don't mind some of them being in there. So just stick those in here like that. It's going quick, it's going quick. Okay, normally this would be, this is like 2 inches of ginger. I've probably gone a little bit over the top here, but ginger is actually really easy to peel if you use a teaspoon. I don't know if you've come across this tip, but it just actually takes the skin off. Can you see how easily this skin is coming off without you having to waste any of the ginger? Because as you know, I hate waste. So it's a bit like scraping a new potato. It just comes off so easily. So you can see how quick that is. It's quite a big piece of ginger, this. It'd be good if I could keep hold of the spoon. So you don't want any of this in because it makes it taste woody and horrible. You just want the lovely fresh ginger. So okay, so that's pretty much peeled already. And the smell is gorgeous already. I can just smell the chilies and the onions. So I'm just going to, as I said, I'm going to do this quite quickly because you don't want to watch me peeling something for ages. I'm going to take some of these bumpy bits off. Oops, that's not very good. Knife towards me. This is my new sharp knife which I got for Christmas last year, and it has revolutionised my cooking because I was chopping lots of vegetables and it was just a bit of a nightmare, to be honest. Just everything taking so long to chop. So there's my ginger all done already. See? So I'm going to just rough chop that. Stick that in. Whoops, missed a bit. My garlic, I'm just going to pop those in, 4 cloves of garlic. And my lime leaves. So I'm going to put all of these in there. These are quite big ones, so some of them are quite small. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So I'm just going to, there's 8 here, I'm going to just put them in like that. And the last ingredient, and I have melted this, I've just stuck the pot in some boiling water because it's quite cold in my kitchen. Well, the cupboards are, because we have solid walls and it's cold outside, so everything in the cupboard comes out like it's come out of a fridge. So I've melted this just to make it easy. So I need to put 6 tablespoons of this. Where's my tablespoon measure? I'm being all tablespoony measury today. 1, 2, 3, 4, I can't wait for this, 5, 6, oh, let's mix it up. Right, where's my lid? Here's my lid. Can you see all of this? Right, I might have to angle this up, and I, of course, am going to just change the camera for you so you can see it mixing. There it is, mixy mixy. I'll do some exercises while I mix this as well. So I want to puree it. I think I'm going to pulse it first. Right, now I'm going to puree it. Actually, I always do this. I can't seem to trust that it will do it without having a bit of a poke about in it. So I'm just going to have a bit of a poke about in it and get the stuff down from the sides. Oh, that is smelling gorgeous already, but not really a puree, not really a paste. You want this to be a paste because normally I buy a paste from the shop, which usually they're vegan actually. So I normally do that. But I thought, do you know what? Let's actually do it with fresh ingredients. It's going to make all the difference in the world. So I've given that my little magic patting down. I'm going to start again. Not quite a paste. The reason I stopped doing my calf exercises is because I actually couldn't do any more. My calves are screaming. So what's going on here? Well, oh, the smell is even more intense now. It absolutely smells gorgeous. I wish you could smell this. Oh, it smells gorgeous, but it's not really a paste yet. I wonder if I've got the right attachment. I'm a bit new with this Ninja. And I keep making the same recipes over and over again. I tend to make recipes up. They don't always turn out as nice as they sound in my head. But you know, I like experimenting. Right, we're going to go again. Do we think it's done? Let's have a look. Let's have a look in here. Ooh, I think that'll do. Paste with bits. Oh, that's smelling really like Thailand now. I don't know if any of you have been to Thailand, but I was there for 3 months and it was just fabulous. Absolutely amazing. I loved every second of it. In fact, I've been there a few times and I just love all the food so much. I love anything with chilies in, I love really, but their fragrant dishes are delicious. I think that looks quite nice. See, that's pasty, isn't it? I can't do this backwards in the camera. I'm going to have to get better at this. Yeah, that looks good. Right, so we've done the paste. Hang on a second. Should I have put the coriander in my paste? Yes. So, see, I've made a mistake, but it's all right because I'm just going to add it in right now. I'm going to save some of it. It says a good hand, like a couple of handfuls, so that will be a couple of handfuls. So, back in the whizzer we go, and that's all okay. As you can see, sometimes you make a mistake. Oh dear. Blue hair. There's a blue hair on the chopping board. I'm going to have to claim responsibility for that one. That is for sure. So, where is my mixer head? Let's put it back on here and add that last ingredient. So maybe that's why it hasn't gone as pasty as I would have liked. So here we go. Let's put this in here. I'm going to chop it a little bit because it's all hot. I'm going to put the camera down so you can see. I bet you're all laughing now. I would be laughing if I was watching this. Oh look, she missed an ingredient out. Okay. Oh, I knew there was something missing from the smell. I knew there was something missing. And this was the missing ingredient. Let's waste not, want not. I have to get every little bit down there. I drive myself insane with this, but you know, I am what I am. Okay, more blending. More leg raises. Goodness me. I'm going to have a poke with this. Let's have a poke with the pokey thing. Getting it all down in there. Oh my goodness, right, this is insanely smelling absolutely fabulous now. I don't know if I should have chopped it more or not, but you know, we're experimenting with this recipe together. So I will write the recipe down so that you can follow it, rather than me trying to remember what's going in. So let's have a look at it now. I've got all the right ingredients in there. Oh, that is absolutely smelling divine. I've used the word divine a lot to do with smelling and tasting today. Let me tilt the camera. Oh, that's a bit far. There we go. So I'm going to take this out again now. This is quite a thick and fibrous paste. But it's going to be fibrous because you've got lemongrass in there for a start, and that's really fibrous. So look at that. Gorgeous. Gorgeous, gorgeous. Oh, makes all the difference with the cilantro in it. Right, so I've got that. Now I'm going to prepare the vegetables that are going to go in it. So, what am I going to put in it? I'm making a vegan one. So I'm going to use a red and an orange pepper to add some colour, because that's going to look really nice with the green kind of all floating about in it. It's going to be lovely. I'm going to use okra. So I've pre-steamed it. I've never actually cooked okra before, but I love it, and I think the texture in it will be really lovely in a Thai green curry. So it's a bit of an experiment. So I had to look up how to cook it. So I've steamed it for 5 minutes because I want to make sure it's cooked, because it's actually very quick once you've made the paste and you've put all the right ingredients in it. It's very quick because vegetables don't take very long to cook. So I've got those ready. Error number 1, I forgot to buy a lime today. Really, a lime needs to go in this, so I'm going to have to put a lemon in it instead, but you need to get a lime, okay? So don't make my mistake. There's going to be coconut milk, obviously, in a Thai green curry. And I think that's it. Oh, asparagus. Today they had asparagus, which was reduced. It's really still lovely and crispy and fresh. I love asparagus, so I'm going to have asparagus in it. So we're having asparagus, peppers, okra, the lemon, and because I'm making this for my husband, if there's not something that's meat or something like meat in it, he will say, yeah, it's really nice, but it could have done with some meat. So I've never tried these before. They are vegan chicken strips, non-chicken sort of chicken strips, and normally I wouldn't put this in, but it is vegan and I'm going to put it in for my husband. Okay, so I'm going to prepare these quickly, and then I'm going to have to move my camera so that you can see me cooking it. So just tidy up a little bit here. I've got a right mess going on here. I don't know about you, but if the kitchen is a mess, I can't cook anything. I can't even start to prepare a meal if everything's everywhere. But I'm trying not to do this with a break in the video, although I will already have to break it because of the mistake I made. But that is cool. Right, so peppers. Let me put it down. I'm sure you all know how to chop a pepper. But I was told by a chef the easiest way and quickest way to chop a pepper is to take your knife so that you can get this end off and this off clean. Okay, and you're left with this, so then you just pull that out, pull any of these kind of, I don't know what they're, wings, spines, I don't know, and then you take this, all clean, and then you can just simply pop that out, clean. So it's really, really quick, so I'm just going to do this one again. Pull that out. This one hasn't got so many spines. There's only a couple of seeds there. You shouldn't eat the seeds from this. They're not good to eat. Okay, just pop this green bit out. And there there's a couple on there, a couple on that one. Okay, and then the other thing, so I'm going to do strips because I think it'll look nice. So you cut this end off can make strips really easily. As you can see, I'm not a chef because I can't cut at the speed of light, but they're going to look fantastic. And I will speed this up. And the same with the red pepper. I'm going to cut this end off so I can make a ribbon. Look, I'll just cut strips. I'm going faster. A really sharp knife is a good idea, especially when cutting things like peppers, because if your knife isn't very sharp, it kind of slides on the skin. And it's much more easy to cut yourself if you don't have a sharp knife. So everybody be careful, chopping away, especially when it gets small at the end. Right, so there's my peppers chopped already. That didn't take long at all. I'm going to open my asparagus. And this is going to be quite woody at the end, so I'm going to cut these ends off. I don't want any woodiness going on because that's not very pleasant to eat. So I don't know if the pigs like these or not, but I'm going to give them the benefit of the doubt. Now I'm just checking that I can see these aren't woody, they're nice at the bottom, so I'm just going to cut these into strips like this and leave the heads. So there's quite a nice bit of head on there. That one's a bit long. There we go. Look at these, they're quite thick at the end, but I like the thick ones. There you go. Just squeezing the thicker ones to make sure that they've got some bend in them, so that they're nice and, as I said, we don't want any wood in there. These are a bit long, those ones. Look how big, look how lovely they are. Actually quite like raw. Yummy. Can you eat asparagus raw? Can you eat most things raw? Right, I think I'm ready. I'm going to chuck this in as it is, I think. Yeah, I'm going to chuck that in as it is. So, I'm going to squeeze the lemon and I'm going to reposition the camera so you can see me cooking it. Okay,